Selling all of my investments and say, oh man, I got to save what I can, and hopefully we'll have enough for retirement. Hey, my name's John Stevenson, the Guaranteed Retirement Guy. And let me tell you, I love camping. And I'm going to tell you about this trip I took. I'm going to compare it to annuities and how annuities work and how they keep you safe. So I took a bunch of youth actually out to the mountains in the Nevada Sierra, or the Sierra Nevada mountains, okay? And we went out to this church camp. We had about 100 young men out there, boys between ages 11 and 17. And there were a lot of them. There were a lot of cool activities. Fishing was probably, the least riskiest. And then we had ropes courses. We had, what do we have? We had archery. We had zip lines. I mean, there was so much for them to do. And of course, some of it was risky, especially the ropes course. And the ropes course, you climb these poles, okay? And you have ladders and you have metal spikes driven into these poles, and you're climbing this, but you've got a safety line hooked in, okay? So you can climb and you've got a safety line, and it actually has a pretty cool connecting unit at each stop. So you don't actually have to unclip. It doesn't allow you to unclip, but it allows you to transition from your position to another spot. So if you want to go across another, crazy rope bridge, dangling wood pieces out all over the place, or like one of those tight tight ropes where you're walking across, you were able to do that and do it safely, and you're still hooked in. Of course, you probably know where I'm going with this, because with annuities, you are hooked in. You do have a safety harness, because if the market drops, right? If the market drops, you know that you're safe, because annuities are not invested in the market. Of course, if you're in a variable annuity, well, that's completely different. Those are considered securities, and you can lose quite a bit in those. But I don't sell those. I sell fixed annuities, which are MYGAs, and I sell fixed index annuities, which are tied to indexes, allow you to get some of the market growth, not all of it, but they allow you to get some decent growth out of the indexes. And then, of course, if the market takes a dive, since the insurance company is not actually invested in the stock market, then you don't lose any money due to market fluctuations. So they're really, really good products for people who are looking to take advantage of the market, but not necessarily have the losses. So it kind of gives you a hybrid of the fixed versus the variable. You got some of the growth of the variable, and you got obviously you have all of the safety that the fixed gives you. So it's really, really nice if you are looking for safety, growth, and maybe if you want income, you can put an income rider on it. But we're going across these rope courses, and there are times where you slip. Okay, we've got a harness. You slip, you fall, you jump, it doesn't matter. It's going to catch you. You might fall a foot, and it catches you. And you just climb right back up, and you keep on going. So it keeps you from falling off, and it keeps you from getting injured. And it's the same way with the zip lines. Obviously, if you're going down the zip line, you were hooked to the zip line, but they also had a safety line on top of that, just in case the zip line failed. That's always good, right? If something fails, you want to make sure that there is kind of like a stop loss for that, right? Well, with an annuity, there is a zero floor. So basically, if the market drops down 20%, most you could lose is, well, zero. Okay, if it's a fixed annuity, like a MYGA contract that's paying you 5 or 6%, that's what you're getting. It doesn't matter if the market's down, you're still getting that. You're just not going to make a whole lot more if the market is going up. So that's why fixed index annuities are great, because it gives you the opportunity to make a whole lot more in gains than you would ever get from a MYGA. So downside of those, of course, when the market drops through the floor, you're not making anything, but you're not losing anything either. So you're willing to basically say, hey, I'll sit out for that year. But at the same time, when the market goes up really well, I'm going to make a whole lot more. So that's kind of how that works. So it kind of allows you to have the thrills, but not have the problems, right? When everything falls out. And it's the same with the ropes course and everything that we were doing. And we were able to have a good time. We were able to enjoy it because we had those safety harnesses. We knew that nothing could happen to us. We knew we could take the risks, but we'd be fine. So it's kind of like if you have, let's say you got $3 million in your portfolio, and you're thinking, hey, I need income. I got my Social Security, I got my pension here, but I need just a little bit more. But I don't want to use all of my $3 million. So maybe I'll just use $1 million. I'll put it in a fixed index annuity with an income rider, and I'll give myself a ton of income. And now I've got everything covered, and I can leave my other $2 million in the stock market, and I'll be super risky. I'll throw everything into, small cap stocks, right? Foreign securities, you name it. I'll throw whatever into there because I know if the market takes a dive, even 50%, I'm fine because my income is great. Okay, I'm not going to make a bad decision, an emotional decision by selling all of my investments and say, oh man, I got to save what I can and hopefully we'll have enough for retirement. Okay, if you've done your planning right and you've purchased your annuities, then you have your guaranteed income for life. You've got your guaranteed pensions, and then you could be risky in the market. Okay, then you can choose to put your investments whatever. And if they go down, it's not going to bother you because you know they're going to recover in a few years, and it's certainly not going to change your lifestyle right now because you've already got your income covered over here from the guaranteed side. That's why it's so important to have those safety harnesses in place. And I always tell people, don't use all your money for annuities. Just use the portion that you need for guaranteed income. Use the portion that you need to guarantee yourself the peace of mind that you deserve so that then you're a better investor with the rest of your money. That's what Shaquille O'Neal did. If he did it, maybe you can do it, right? So I hope that helps. I just wanted to kind of share that experience because it really does coincide with annuities and the importance of annuities, and especially income annuities, being part of your portfolio right now. So if that makes sense, and if you want to work with me to purchase an annuity or even just look at annuities, then please contact me. There is a link below this video, and you can ask me all the questions you want, and I'll give you all the answers you need. And if an annuity is right for you, then I'd be happy to help you set it up. So again, thanks again for watching. Appreciate your time. Please like, subscribe to my channel so you can get all of the updates, and we'll see you next time. Annuities can be pretty complex and sometimes very hard to understand. So if you have questions, please share in the comments section below, and I'd love to elaborate a little bit more and give you some more answers.